Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
They got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addicts live stream in their court.
The fireworks are not done.
We're getting commentary on the case.
You can be seated. We're back on the record in Mr. Thomas's case. It is now 8:32. We received a question from the jury. Were any medical records submitted for CO Romine?
It was a question. It was a question.
I mean, they weren't, but they have all the exhibits.
Do you want me to tell them no, or do you want me to tell them you have all the exhibits that you need?
Tell them no.
Tell me you have all the exhibits that you need.
I worry about that word need, Your Honor. I wonder if we would better say just
You have all the exhibits that were
Just answer their
admitted?
you have
question.
all the exhibits and testimony that was admitted.
Okay, I will answer it. You have all the exhibits that were admitted. All right, and Mr. Engel, do you continue to want Mr. Thomas brought over if there's another question or not?
No, I spoke with him, and if there's just a question like this, we're okay with waiving his presence.
Okay, all right. I'll send that in. We're in recess.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm sorry for dragging y'all back here, but we just got the first question of the jury. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. It's still a long day. Welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion. I'm the Recovery Addict. They came flooding in, and I thought for sure we'd have something. If nothing else, get them sent home for the night. You've got to think that maybe it's getting late, right? It's getting a little bit late. What time is it in Ohio?
In Columbus, Ohio, it's 2034.
Okay, that's 8:34. That's the same time it is here, so they're on East Coast time. The question was, what do we have any medical records for the? I think of the guy that had the broken tooth. I think that was him. Might be the other guy. He's just getting good fishing weather on the dock. Answer, you have all the exhibits that were admitted. Maybe the jury's like, well, maybe they didn't prove anything. We don't believe him that he's got a little scar. Man. All right, here's the deal. I'm sorry to drag you all in here. Hope you're having a good evening. Welcome. I'm rolling tape for another 4 or 5 hours on this court. Okay, that'll take us all the way up to midnight. I don't think they're going to stay after midnight, right? It's not very likely. I can probably make some room and free up a bunch more time on the drive here. Let's see. Do I need any of October 6th stuff? Oh, that was Judge Teep. Don't need any of Judge Teep, right? That was Ogletree's trial. We don't need anybody. Do I need that for any reason? Ogletree? They'll be sleeping in the courthouse. They do not want to come back. Laura. We literally just sent everybody to bed. I gave the kids hugs and everything. No, that's over. Okay, I'm just telling you, if I delete it, there's no sound bites or anything coming from that. So, because it'll be gone. I think we got everything we need. Let's see. Judge Teep was October 6th. Let me clear out this trial. Law Watcher 1587, thanks for all the trial coverage today. Love your input as always. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Let me pin this little message here. Shelly Kelly, by the way, congratulations first in chat today, this evening. That's wonderful of you. Taking on the internet like that, this late hour. By Mr. Ogletree. Yeah. prosecutor shows up in her gym shorts. No, just kidding, she doesn't. Let's see, the 9th. Don't need that. The 8th. What was on the 8th? Yeah, I'm gonna delete all this stuff. Everything on the 8th is going to go. 8th, 7th, 6th. It's all going. Mr. Ogletree, see ya. See how many hours. Right now I have 4 hours and 16 minutes worth of space left on the drive. Let's move that to the trash. And it gives me another... Well, I've now got 8 hours and 52 minutes. Now I can record everything. Phil says, sending you my backup on the iOmega drive. Let's see. Is that a zip? I don't remember. I don't think I've ever used. Phil, you might like this. I actually have an old a platter, like a platter from a really old drive, a big one. Like you can use it as a clock. I may have acquired those while I was working for the federal government. I think I did so legally, but I'm pretty sure they're safe. TYO Toys. Phil, 30 months, OG. Thank you very much, Phil. Appreciate it. You're one of the great ones on the social media webs. I love your sense of humor and your ability to find everything that's funny in the world of true crime. Jen Jock sent a gifted membership. It's late and I can't talk. But Jen, thank you very much for that as well. We don't have a verdict. But I will keep this rolling all night long. Because, let's see. It's 8 o'clock now. 8 more hours. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I need to make more room. Hang on. Need to make more room. Can I get rid of... I'm pretty sure I had a trial. Can I get rid of Judge Brandt? Or Judge Josh, the one in Florida that we were going to watch and then didn't? Can I get rid of that? Because that's like 500 gigabytes. That would free up a fair chunk of space. Free to be member for 30 months as well. What about me? Free to be OG. Free to be. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Also, 30-month OG. Just here for the verdict music. I was hoping you would get it. Just get rid of it. Sounds good. Okay. I'm just deleting everything. That was the old fentanyl OD case. Let's see. I've got the stuff from today that we watched already. The trial. Do we need any sound bites from this trial? This very trial? We're not talking about the Daisy Link, but Thompson. I don't think we need that. So I can get rid of... That would free up another 150 gigabytes. No, delete. The audio ruins any sound bites. I'm talking about this court here. But yeah, I'll delete it as well. You said delete, so it's gone. Now we have 13 hours of space. Got something on the first. Oh, this was Ogletree as well. So that's going to be another 60 gig. Move that to the trash. Phil, I imagine this is what your hard drives look like as well. This was the same trial. Day 1. That's gone. That's another 60 gig. So we now have, wait for it, 16 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, that's enough. So I'm going to record all night long. We're not going to miss anything. If anything happens, I will have it, and I'll be able to scroll to it and show you the live stream. So that means we can all go to bed and sleep peacefully, knowing that worst case scenario, we'll talk about it in the morning. Does that work? He doesn't let his drives fill up. I get that, Adam. He doesn't let his drives fill up. It's a lot of data. It is. I use these hot swappable Samsung SSDs, which this one's covered in dust because I keep it so clean. I haven't swapped it very hot for a while. But I've got a little NAS storage over here, so I can just take the drive and pull it out. Stick it back in. It will just flash green to recognize that it got the drive. And green, good to go. So just that's only 4 terabytes of space right there. But what is defined as after dark? After the sun goes down, really. I think that's it. Get a shower, going to go home. I don't blame you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys coming. I thought, with all the people in the courtroom, we would have some action. But it turns out it was not what I thought it was. I do also know that there is a very high likelihood as soon as I go ahead and say, okay, we're done, that they're going to, in fact, bring back Mr. Thompson for a verdict. Let's just set up my fog machines. Would have thought this would have been cut and dry from what I saw, says Debbie. I'm meeting everyone again with these names. Yeah, it's all new names. And we have all new points as well, so I apologize. Can you post a link to the court? Sure. Oh, gee, Sean. Well, first of all, it's easier to find. Let me show you. Does that work? Let's do a quick show and tell. So if I turn my screen off and put this up, you are looking for this channel right here. It is Warren County Common Pleas Court, Courtroom 3. The thing about this channel is if you go to the channel and you look at what's live right now, that's this court, it's always live. And it's been live for like years. 24/7, these courts are broadcast. And so unless they go into a sidebar where the judge mutes everything and turns off the cameras, you can watch. So if you're just fascinated with it and, with like cleaning people and want to see if the janitor does a good job, you can watch at night when the janitor comes in and cleans, dumps the garbage and everything else that happens on the live stream. You can watch that. There's the link, Amber, as well. What time will it be in the morning? 8:30, Sandy. 8:30. I think the only guilty will be the tooth one. Can that happen? Yes, it can definitely be a mixed verdict. The charges don't depend on each other. Let's see. Still trying to figure out what RA was talking about, a platter drive. Phil, remind me to show you one time. This is, trying to remember. This was from an Air Force base way back in the day. They had these drives that had like disc platters. Like, think of what's inside a hard disk, but add it to, it's like a 1/4 inch thick and they're like gold colored. And they're maybe 14 inches in diameter with a big old hole in the middle. But it's just a disc platter from like a regular hard drive, but just much thicker. They hold very little. I forget what the actual data was that it held on it, but it was less than what any of our phones have. I can tell you that. So I think the hard drive back in the day, it looked like a washing machine of sorts. About that size. As soon as it stops straining, it'll happen. I know, and I'm trying to hold out just to see if they'll do something, or at least the judge will say, okay, let's go home. Prosecutor doesn't want to be here tomorrow. She's waiting around, hoping for a solution tonight. Jury's coming back at 9:07. You think so? Here comes somebody's outside the door. Walking up to the courtroom. I think that's I recognize the shoes. That is the defense attorney. Just outside the door. I think he might be coming back. Let's see. Can we change cameras, please? Oh, no. Did you lock us on this? No, you didn't. Okay. Yeah, he is. It's him. He's back. He's kicked back, taking it easy. Got a sound effect for that.
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
They're in their proper seats. Defense attorney has her tough book out. They seem to be quite friendly with each other. They were sort of going to each other's throats earlier. But are these billable hours? I'm curious. For a public defender, are these billable hours? We're going to play songs just for a minute. We're just going to play songs for a minute. I realized I told you we played Daisy in the Walls, but we didn't play the full song. So I probably play the full song tonight, just to give you a little bit of audio there while we wait. But it's 3 minutes 39 seconds long. If you want to mute and you don't like AI songs, now's the time.
Through the cracks in the stone, I heard your voice, a whisper in the dark, no other choice. Metal bars can't cage the dreams we spin. The air vent carried you, and I let you in. The world won't understand this kind of fire in a concrete tube. We built our empire. Daisy in the walls, reaching through the night. Planet in the shadows, growing toward the light. They'll call it madness, but it's just our way. Daisy in the walls, blooming every day. Your letters came in secret, folded tight. Promises of freedom under the moonlight. A strange kind of love, but it felt so real. Through the vent, your touch was all I could feel. They say I'm a sinner, they say I'm a thief, but in this gray box, love's my only belief. A package of hope in a world so grim. Life from the void, I carry him. Daisy in the walls, reaching through the night. Planet in the shadows, growing toward the light. They'll call it madness, but it's just our way. Daisy in the walls, blooming every day.
All right, there we go. That was Daisy in the Walls. Now we played the whole thing, so. There's some songs we haven't played in a long time. Let's see. Like Grandpa's OnlyFans? Man, that's a good one. That's a catchy tune. Yeah, we'll save the rest. But it's all request hour. Let's see, mod chat. Sorry, I just broke my phone. I didn't. Ooh, Josh sending fishing pictures. Edit with AI. Yes, please. Describe edits. Make it look like this fishing pole just hooked a whale. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I'll send it back to you, Josh. AI is fixing your picture. Here we go. Fixed it. So Josh sent me this picture right here. Looks like that. Beautiful little sunset out fishing. And I replied with this one right here where AI just inserted a big fish in the same picture. So now whatever Josh catches, he's going to feel bad because it's not as big as that. All right. Credence and Mikey, welcome. I guess what we need right now is a chase. We can all, I don't know, do you guys let me portal to your channel, Credence and Mikey? Do you have to give permission for that? If there's a chase, I'll portal everybody over. Both of us, everybody in chat. I'll come over and watch. When did our names change? 2 days ago, YouTube did the name change switcheroo again. We fought it last time, and it was unsuccessful, I guess, in the long term. But do you think we're waiting on the judge to come back because he went home? No, I think the judge is still there. I don't think we have a verdict. So I'll keep rolling tape on this. Obviously, I've got another 16 hours and 45 minutes of space on this particular drive. I responded. Nice. Looks good. Think we have a divided jury? I think that's very likely. Man, that song hits hard, Daisy in the Walls. Isn't it good? I mean, it's well, define good, right? But it's a good one. I was up late last night playing with Suno, plugging in some of the songs that I like, real songs that I've written over the years, where I wrote all the lyrics myself. I rhymed everything myself, and I did all the spelling and punctuation and everything. So I typed in some of the songs that I wrote, and I've just to see what sort of tune, if I told it this style, what sort of tune Suno would come up with, and it did pretty well with my old timer song. It was almost true to form. Who's coming in now? Who's that? Somebody's outside the door there in the courtroom. Checking all the cameras. Not catching them. Is that Mr. Is it the trooper? I don't think the trooper would be here for that. The lead investigator. Walger, I did turn it off, and then people came back into court. We thought we had a verdict, and then we didn't. Oh, it's the defense attorney. He stepped out to take a phone call. They're in and out of the room where Thomas is being held. He's on the phone. What's happening? Katrina Bunny, we don't know, really. We thought we had a verdict. It turned out to be just a juror question with the jury asking about if there were any, basically like, did we miss something? Where are the medical records for the guard that chipped the tooth and split his lip? I think that's a telling question, because they're basically not believing his testimony. Because he already testified that that's what happened. Now they're like, oh, show us the medical records, which means basically we want additional proof from this one. Can you link the Suno playlist? Yes, it is on our Top Mark Media page. Has all of them. about them Brewers. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I don't have any personal skin in the game. Let's put it that way. But Ayden's made me quite interested in the outcome of this baseball season. Brewers took out my Cubbies. Now, Legally Blonde, you just have to cheer for the Brewers. Because that way, the Cubbies would have lost to the winning team. That's the right thing to do. What time is court tomorrow? 8:30 in the morning we're going to start. Command's not on. I'll fix that. Hang on. Just pardon my mess here for a second. Turn that off. I think they should be working here in just a second. What was the result of the jury question? Did the evidence get provided? It did. The answer, it's right here, actually. It's pinned to the top of chat. The question was, are there any medical records for the CO? Answer, you have all the exhibits that were admitted. It's not going to get any more exhibity than that. Legally Blonde, I did say, well, if I can't win, I'm cheering for Scott's Bitcoin. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's not how it works in sports. Do you just pray for the downfall of the team that beat your team? Oh, the attorney's gone back to the quiet room, the mother's cry room. You can see him back there in the window in the top left corner. He's on the phone. I guess I missed it. Did you write that song? Delphina, the song we just heard, Daisy in the Wall, was an AI song that uses an app called Suno, where you can tell it to write a song and you put in the mood and the type of voice and the story you want told, and it writes the lyrics and it composes the song using AI. It's a computer. There's not a human who wrote any of that or recorded any of that. It's all made within literally seconds by a computer. Some of them are good. Some of them are sort of trash. I have written several songs. I played one earlier today about my grandpa that I wrote, and I like the one a lot. No AI was involved in writing that one. Somebody's coming in. Who is it? Open the door. Open the door. But there's another one I did write that actually got us all started on all this, which has a little bit of a story. And since we're all falling asleep, I'll play it because it's called Big Deal. Crazier Cat, yes, this is alive. Welcome. Big Deal, we were watching a trial in, I think it was Judge McBurney's courtroom in Fulton County. And McBurney is a great judge. I like him. He gets this close to the microphone and talks like it's terrible. Audio's bad for him. The rest of the court pretty good. They've fixed it in the last couple of days. His courtroom's been better. They sort of read it as audio, and that's great. But we were watching that court, and it was a gang court. It was a gang issue where these defendants were charged with gang activity. And so we spent a day, it seemed like maybe longer, learning about gangs and how they, how their colors, their signs, the music, the industry, just basically everything that involved gangs and the criminal world and how gangs were tied to it. And at the end of it, I made a little joke and we said, all that's left for us to do, we've learned all this. We need to form our own gang. And, we need to pick our gang name because everyone has a gang name. And I became Big Deal, partially because, I'm a big guy, and the other partially because we do Pickles, not politics. So Pickles, Big Deal, big guy. It seemed like a natural fit. And we wrote this song. I wrote all the lyrics for this one. So I wrote it all out on paper, typed it into Suno, and had Suno perform it for us. And the name of the song is Suno. The name of the app is Suno, S-U-N-O. And this is Big Deal, as it was originally performed.
Wake up in the morning wearing headphones. I'm running court into your brain like it's an end zone. My money's green like the pickles and you want some. Don't interrupt cause I don't want your lame objection. From land t-shirts to murder, I think I've seen it all. From picking juries to when the gavel falls. The judge takes the bench and the bailiff yells, all rise and pay respect to the one and only go to true crime. Imitators, they try but they just can't achieve. And when they fail, they be like, ow, I stepped on a beat. Take the stand and the jury chooses not to believe, because there will never be another creator like me. Big deal in one corner and the count in another. We've got the judge reading chat while we talk to the lawyers. All our clips go go viral, they the good not to share. Came in late, check the thumbnails, you'll find it all there. They say I'm addicted to rhyme, but it's more than just time. And the mic is hot, the gavel drops, and I'll be talking about crime. And don't you worry about the sound, cause I'm keeping it real, just like a pickle jar, but I'm one big deal. They say I'm addicted to rhyme, but it's more than just time. And the mic is hot, the gavel drops, and I'll be talking about crime. And don't you worry about the sound, cause I'm keeping it real, just like a pickle jar, but I'm one big deal.
All right, there we go. There's Big Deal. Our gang song. RA Gang for life. Rag for life, right? Start time tomorrow, Eastern time. Eastern time, Hector's mom. Unfortunately, not Pacific. And it's 8:30. I think for you, that's way early. This is my 9-year-old's favorite song right now. That is awesome. I'm pretty sure you can download all these songs from Top Mark Media. When you go to Suno, you should be able to download them. If not, let me know, and I'll make them available. I'll put them on like YouTube. I can upload each individually, the song, to YouTube, so you can download it if you do want it. I know a couple people have put it on as a phone ringer or something like that, and I think that's just hilarious. Courtney Arleo, I'm going to say it right this time. Courtney Arleo. Just got here in time for the big deal. Rag for life. Love everyone. Thank you, Courtney. 29 months of support makes you an OG. Welcome. How long will you stream? Well, he just came back in. Like official looking, like he's sitting down and checking his phone. So maybe if everyone's taking seats, I think we might have something happening. Otherwise, we're going to be done here in just a little bit. I'm not going to be up all night. We've had 5 hours and 48 minutes of deliberation. Incredible that judge let him go this long. Most courts will send the jury home, especially because, at a moment's notice, you have to keep all the bailiffs and, court staff and here in the courtroom. So, did I miss verdict music? No, I don't think we have a verdict yet. He's just checking his Facebook. If you guys missed the end of the last live stream, holy cow, the Daisy Link trial is off the charts wild. Just the last hour of that, maybe even 2 hours of that trial, it gets to be a bigger and bigger train wreck. I blame the judge. I'm not a big fan of the judge. I think she's completely lost control of her courtroom and honestly wouldn't know what to do with one if she did have one that was in good working shape. It's terrible. It's a terrible, terrible trial. Miami-Dade is represented in a way only Miami-Dade can. I didn't think we would have this much drama coming out of that county since Chad and hanging Chad and all that stuff was going on. You need to see my new attachment to my wheelchair and mod chat. You got smart drive? Ooh. I was looking for like a fishing pole attachment. Maybe that's what it is. Now it's a race car. That's pretty cool, Josh. I'd rather just watch the verdict in that trial now. Thoroughly enjoying all that chaos. So good. It's wild. You've got the prosecution basically doing everything but asking for a mistrial. You've got the judge who now appears to be firmly on the side of the defense in this case. The defense is just shutting up because they're winning, right? They're just not talking unless they absolutely have to, which is a great strategy in front of any judge. If they're fighting the battles for you, don't jump in. They are better at winning than you are. And so that's the defense strategy right now. The witnesses have, teamed up to apparently, what the state thinks happens is actually true, teamed up to corroborate and collaborate on their testimonies and get everything straight beforehand and during and after. Everyone's watching Law and Crime in the halls, sharing evidence and advice and tips. It's nuts. It's wild. and it's getting spicy. It's getting to the point where I think the judge is either going to have to declare mistrial the first chance she gets, or somebody's going to get held in contempt. See, now look, they moved over like they're in the proper seats, like they're supposed to be there. Obviously, it's not going to be a verdict without the defendant present. They can't have a verdict without him. So if anything happens, it's going to be another question, or possibly the jury going home for the night, which I'm a big fan of, because then I can save all this disc space for tomorrow. It is a train wreck. Can't bear to watch. Can't look away. That's why we will not watch NASCAR as well. Defense attorney is playing Candy Crush. Is he winning, though? Hold the judge in contempt. Seriously, the first thing this is what ticked me off about the judge down there in Miami-Dade. That day, was it day 1 or day 2? I forget what it was. The guy walks into the court to watch court, and she's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm just a court watcher. I just travel around. I watch courts. This is sort of like what I do. I know it's weird, but I like it. And I watch courts all over the place. I'm not connected with the prosecution or defense or any of the witnesses." And the judge goes, "Out of my courtroom." Kicked him out for the day. This is a public proceeding. It is open to the public. He is as public, member of public as you can get. And the judge kicked him out for the day. And then chided him and said, "Well, maybe next time, tell us who you are first, and then we won't kick you out." Oh my goodness. We don't just allow strange people in here, right? So she got on my bad side really quickly that way. Like I was looking at prices for tickets to fly down there. It's like, "Oh, please let me be next. Please let me be the next strange person you kick out of your courtroom." Because, we can add to another judge's docket and it might have your name on it. But anyway, I was a little hasty, decided not to do that. Like my job. So it frustrated me that she would treat the courtroom that way. And then today she had the audacity to say that she's not letting anyone else in Zoom. First of all, no one else is going to join Zoom. That's the way you can join remotely, right? We've had 1 billion people joining Zoom. And if they want to watch, you can get down here in the courtroom. Since day 1, my courtroom's been open. I'm like, really? Do you remember day 1? Because that was when it was not open. Clear enough space on my zip disks. Should be plenty of space. Phil, I'm old enough to remember a 5 1/4 inch floppy and punching a hole on one side and flipping it over to double the space. It was a 5 1/2 inch and 3 1/4, right? The 3 1/4 was a big boost in space, but you couldn't flip it over. Felt like I was wasting half the disc. If you learned anything as a true crime YouTuber watcher, it's that some judges are not cool. Chihuahua Mama. That is so true. Not a buffer zone. That's when we get froggy and want to dare them to do the same with me. Yeah. 3 1/2 or 5 1/4. That was it. I'm mixing up my decimals. Oh, they're now watching the video. They're watching the game. They're watching the game right now. Crank up the volume. Can we hear? The lawyer's like, "Wow, what's this newfangled technology? A kickstand for your phone?" Like, I never knew. Now, how much do they cost? Can you have these installed for you? Yeah. They're watching Monster on YouTube. Like the Nicki Minaj song? Is that what you're talking about? Or something else? They're going to watch a movie together. Oh, it's like a date. How cool. Mr. Engel put his laptop away. Did I miss the music? No, Stacy, you didn't. I'm not sure what's going to happen tonight or if anything is. I've got 16 hours and 37 minutes left of space to record. I'm just going to keep this rolling. It's obviously a comedy because they're just dying laughing. Don't make it weird. He just laughed because someone struck out. No, I think they're watching a funny video. Probably shorter than a movie, but obviously longer than a short. body camera footage. Obscure music box. That would be funny. It's a rom-com. Yeah. They're probably. I'm guessing You Got Mail is what it is. They're watching cats react to cucumbers. That is a funny clip if you've ever tried that. My cat did not react, by the way. I tried it. Just step away, make some popcorn. They'll have a verdict. Defense, touch your nose. Okay. There it is. She did it. Mr. Engel checks his watch. Doesn't want to be here. No, now he's playing a game on his watch. Doesn't want to watch the video anymore. Clickety click click. Watches were a terrible idea for games. There's almost no games you can really play on them that are fun. They're just, the screen is too small and your finger gets in the way. So if you're watching one of us yawn, then we're going to miss it. We're staring at the judge's chair, which is nice, but why aren't they calling it night? The jury has said, well, they first had a question. When they first came in, they said, we want to go home for the night and start again tomorrow. And they're like, okay. And the judge basically started making plans to do that. And then all the jury started talking, not just the foreman. And they're like, oh, should we ask the question about the phones? And she's like, do you want me to ask the phone question? Okay, we'd like to make a phone call. Like all of us would like to make phone calls. And so the judge says, okay. And they said, if we can make a phone call, we can figure out if we can stay later tonight because we have to figure out childcare, who's picking up whose kids and everything. So if we can all make phone calls, we can stay later. And then one guy who sounded like the guy from the, well, anyway, he had an accent. He said, I'd like to go home and start again. We want to go home and start again tomorrow. And the judge just ignored that. And they said, okay, make your phone calls and we'll stay late tonight. So that's where they are. So we've gone now just 1 minute shy of 6 hours of deliberation on this little case. And I think we've got a hung jury. It's almost tomorrow now. It is. It's 9:14. Maybe they're watching the video of the drunk guy who got arrested driving one of those motorized cars for kids, like the little Barbie car. I've seen those videos. Those are a riot. They're good. Police chase versions of that are even better. Tell a joke and see if they laugh. Let me check my jokes. What do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhinoceros? Elephino. Elephino. You get it? Didn't think it was funny. Nope. Fish are winning, Josh. Boom. All right. He just turned the stream off. He's done. He keeps checking his watch. He wants to be done. I think we're going to end it as well. It's 9:15 at night. Mr. Ingalls might have just texted me. Let's see. Ooh, might have a gig tomorrow night. Okay, that's interesting. Don't give up. I feel bad just keeping y'all from sleep and keeping me from sleep as well. I just saw RA live and I don't know what's happening. Where can I continue to watch this? I will put the link in chat for you if you don't have it already. This is Warren County Courtroom 3. Warren County has, I believe, 4 courtrooms that are live 24/7. And by 24/7, I mean they never stop. Ooh. His mom showed up. What'd she bring? A Sprite? Sprite and a water. Okay, let me get you the link. Just one second. This is Warren County Courtroom 3. Let's see, 3 right here. I'm going to put it in the description of this video. Okay, I've got it in the description of the video, Dog Mom. And Red Pen has it right there as well. So. Yeah, Troy, I wish it was not a mistake. I wish we had just gone to sleep. But I do have, we are rolling tape. We're not going to miss anything. So that's the important thing. We are going to get resolution on this one. That is the wrong video. What did I link? You kidding? You're saying this is the wrong video? I linked the right one. Mom left the soda there. How rude. I clicked on Red's cat or something and liked it. Red. Oh my goodness. That's what you get for making me so tired. I guess you can plug your own channel there. Every time I say, hey, mods, will you post the link? That would work. One of the perks of being a mod. Wendy, stopping in for a late night gem. Thank you, Wendy. 14 months. Wendy, congratulations. Wouldn't be the same without you here. We've got links in chat right now to show you that I had the wrong link ready. Yeah, good night. Good night. Yeah, we thought we had a verdict. It turned out it was just a jury question. The jury is still deliberating. They've been going for 6 hours and 4 minutes, which is wild. I think they are hung at this point. Never been here for RA After Dark. It doesn't get much better than this, Jamie, unfortunately. I wish I could tell you otherwise, but it's not. Case File Code, member for 16 months. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Case File Code. Appreciate it. And what a great profile picture. Ooh, I got a subpoena to be a prosecution witness in a kidnapping case. CW, wow. After it's all over, if you want to, I'd love to talk off or on the air. You know, but until then, obviously, we respect the courts and don't want to mess with anything that could jeopardize the case for either side. I got a similar request, but it's involved. I don't know. I was asked if I would be willing to testify in an appeal, so, and it involves a case we were streaming. So, yay! There's that. Such a bummer. We're not getting verdict music. No, we're not. Not tonight, unless something drastic happens really soon, and it doesn't look like it is. This isn't a hot tub stream, but it may be about to be a sleepover stream. RA needs jammies. Oh, it's pretty warm, you know. The lawyer's still impressed with the stand on the back of the phone and how it works. Where are you going? Where are they going? Are they just headed back to the judge's chambers? Knock on the door? Or maybe Obviously not go talk to the jury. Maybe judge's chambers. We might give them just a minute, see if they come back. Mom forgot her soda. Yeah, I think the judge will not be a big fan of that soda just sitting up there like that. Verdicts as soon as we leave. I'm pretty sure not a verdict, but breaking for the night. Six hours doesn't look good. It doesn't. And the one question we did just get, the last one we got, were there any medical records for the corrections officer? And the answer, you have all the exhibits that were admitted. That's not a good sign either. I think they left their phone because they are coming back, but let's see. They're combing through the exhibits for that one medical record. It's not there. It was never admitted. I paid close attention on this one. You can wait another 10 minutes. Oh, here they come. They're back. I told you they'd come back. I was going to say, well, that was a quickie, but no, that's not what I meant. I mean, that was quick. It was fast. She has another phone. She has two phones. One's probably a burner. There are all kinds of secret rooms and passages in that courthouse. Legally Blonde has offered to be in court tomorrow if needed. Oh, she's coming back to get her Sprite. There she is. Everyone's bringing phones in. Oh, it was open. You left it open on the... Ma'am, you did not even bring a coaster. Yeah. That's taking liberties with the courtroom that I just don't agree with. Never leave your drink unattended. That's mahogany. And your drink is leaving little rings on the bar. Call the coaster cops. It's probably a felony, I'm pretty sure, in Ohio. Where lip readers, we've only got the one side because the other person's turned. They usually provide coasters at the bars I frequent. Yeah, sanity's out the window. It's going to be just... Okay, here's... okay, we got action. Now we've got the prosecution and defense. They look at the clock. They mean business. She's mad as all get out because... See, he brought his books, brought his papers. He's got everything here. His drink. Take the phone out. We're going to put the computer away. We won't be needing that today. Throw the zipper up and over, then throw the flap. Zipper, and flap. Good, good. Now we're just waiting for the judge. Audio's hot if it ever comes in. I think we've got some action. It's not, I don't think it's a verdict. I think they're done for the day. If it's a verdict, I'll play the music. Music is cued. Let me see if I can get rid of this buzz. I have to make it louder before I can make it go away. It's an audio thing. It's going to be 4. Okay, 4 and 2. See if we can use 3 as well. That's about the best I can do on this one right here. Turn it back down. Jury didn't want to come back. Doubt they'll leave without a verdict. I think they're going to be hung, if anything. Somebody do the hokey pokey if you're going home. If I'd been there today, I'd still be there. And then you have an hour drive, Legally Blonde. That's some commitment. The judge comes out at 9:30. That gives us 3 minutes. Yeah, there will not be a verdict without the defendant. That's 100% correct. But they can definitely go home, and they have waived his appearance if they just have a question. So either one of those can go forward this way. Legally Blonde, I guess, make your decision based on what happens here in the next 3 minutes or so. The defendant, I don't think, will be there unless they have a verdict, and I don't see that level of anxiety in the defense team. I think we see no verdict yet look on their faces. I'm not one for reading people, but that's my guess. What happened with Daisy Link? Daisy Link went off the rails. The judge is big mad. The prosecutors are even more mad. Defense is... the witnesses are doing crazy things that they shouldn't do, watching Law and Crime and things like that and posting things on their Facebook page. Prosecution is digging into it and trying to spy on them and prove that they're doing something wrong. The judge says there's no evidence of wrongdoing. They're trying to get witnesses thrown out and contempt hearings. Basically everything that you've ever seen in a trial happening all at once in Daisy's trial. I think the mom's using her phone for makeup right now. Daisy Link derailed off a cliff, but the court is going on tomorrow. It's continuing. Okay, we got bailiffs. Oh, we have the defendant. Whoa. This could mean a verdict. This could mean a verdict. Do we do it? No, we just wait for the judge. It's going to be... Judge is shaking his head. There's the judge.
All right, we are back on the record in Mr. Thomas's case. It is now 9:29. Court has received a note from the jurors indicating that they cannot reach a unanimous verdict.
Boom. They're hung.
They're hung. Given the lateness of the hour, I think rather than give them
the dynamite charge
tonight, I'm going to bring them back tomorrow. So we're going to bring them back 8:45 tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning I will give them a dynamite charge, put them back to work.
I think that makes sense.
All right, Ms. Kroko, go to the jury, please.
Assume you want us present for that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you want to be there for that.
Hardship on anybody?
A dynamite charge is an instruction the judge gives to the jury. And they call it a dynamite charge because it literally is designed to free up the logjam, to shake things up and get things loosened up. It's a charge that basically tells the jury to reanalyze where you come from. Listen to everyone else's opinions. Look at the weakest point in your opinion. And see if you can't reach a verdict, because there's no better group to reach a verdict than this group right here. That's a charge that, depending on the state, is sometimes has to be read verbatim out of the law, word for word. We'll see how that goes tomorrow.
You may be seated. Long day, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of myself and the parties, I do want to thank you for the hard work that you are doing in the case. I did receive a note from you indicating that you may not be able to reach a unanimous verdict on one or more of the charges. I know this is a new and difficult task for you.
One or more.
The process of discussion and deliberation is necessarily one that requires consideration and patience. And the secrecy that surrounds your deliberations and your efforts prevents others, including the court, from knowing when your efforts will result in a verdict. Because you have been deliberating for the better part of the day, I'm going to send you home for the night, and I'm going to have you return tomorrow at 8:45. At that time, we will resume deliberations and we will discuss your next step. So we are in recess. Remember all the things that I have previously told you. Do not discuss the case with any of your family members or any friends. Don't do any research on the case. Don't do any Google searches, any independent research. What I would suggest to you, instead of what you're probably going to do, is that you go home and you forget about this case until tomorrow morning. Don't think about your position. Don't think about the positions of the jurors that may disagree with you. Don't think about anything like that. Just unplug your brain to the extent that you can, so that when we come in tomorrow, we will sort of have a fresh perspective and not just necessarily pick up where we left off, but we will start again with sort of a new perspective. So we will see everybody tomorrow morning at 8:45.
As the jury leaves, Legally Blonde, if you choose to go tomorrow, just remember your cover story.
Oh, one other thing.
Yes.
Don't begin deliberating in the morning until I bring you into the courtroom and we talk. So don't start talking about the case until we talk tomorrow morning.
Judge, you forgot to go Brewers.
You can be seated. All right, anything additional from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything additional from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, generally, the charge that I give them is a modified Howard charge, which basically says that there might be a time where further deliberations serve no useful purpose, and then we will send them a note in that says we want to keep going, or deliberations serve no useful purpose. So usually I send that note in after about 15 minutes, but tomorrow morning I will probably give them the dynamite charge, put them to work, and then wait maybe an hour and send them that note then.
Wow.
Okay. All right, we'll see everybody tomorrow morning.
The judge reaches out with the notes.
I mean, do you want me to just go ahead and give them the charge in the morning without you being here? I mean, if everybody waives their presence, I'll do that. It doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I can be here. It's no big deal.
I have to be here tomorrow morning for Judge Peeler, so it's just a little bit early, but that's okay.
Okay. All right. Come here first. Don't get stuck in Judge Peeler's courtroom. All right. That's all.
I'll put that on the record.
Oh, it's on the record. So an Allen charge or a modified Howard charge or a dynamite charge, it's pretty much all the same thing, just little variations. This particular one the judge talks about has a kicker, right? It's not just the single charge and they go back and deliberate. It has a kicker at the end where after an hour they send another note to the jury saying basically, did it work? Do you think that you can reach a resolution now, or are you just ready to call it? I've never seen it like that. I've never seen them send a little follow-up note as a query to the jury. Usually notes only come one way, and that's from the deliberation room out to the court. And then any note that goes back has to go back with the approval of both the prosecution and the defense. So a little different. I love how every state has a little bit different, but this is definitely a different way for sure. Take your drink with you, ma'am. Ma'am. Okay, she's got it. She's good. Bailiff says, get out. We're going home now. Everybody go home. You've been here too many hours. 6 hours and 16 minutes of deliberation, roughly. And with that, we're going to call it a night as well. Potential for a partial verdict, yes. The wording that the jury used said, we're unable to reach a unanimous decision on one or more of the charges, which means they might be unanimous on some charges. There might be one charge they just can't decide. We might see tomorrow if we get a partial verdict and a partial hung verdict. We've seen that before as well. So it'll be exciting. Tomorrow also we're going to be going back to the Daisy Link trial, which is, a mess. It's going to be crazy. I think it just starts with a cage fight tomorrow. So if you want to come watch that, do that as well. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. Please stay safe till we go live again tomorrow morning about 8:30 in the morning. Join us early for the birthday song. I'm not sure if you've never sung happy birthday to someone or if it's been a while, but I tell you, there's no better way to start the day than singing happy birthday to some great people who deserve their birthday being celebrated. Join us for that, 8:30 in the morning, and then, of course, we'll be watching court all day. So, you guys, it's been a long day, and I'm ready to get some sleep. My whole family's asleep right now. So, do we do birthday songs here? Yeah, Flash Hutchings. Yes, we do. Thanks, Josh. You guys have a good night. We'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye.